Good morning, 6th grade. Today we're going to talk about how to write an informal letter. So I want you to open your high five books to page 66. It should look like this. So here you have a picture of a time capsule. I don't know if you know what a time capsule is, but it's when people make like a box and they put letters in it and things, objects that were important to them at the time, and they bury it in the ground and they say, okay, in 10 years or maybe in 50 years, however long you want, I'm going to come back and I'm going to dig this up and open it. So we're reading a letter from a time capsule. So look at the date on the time capsule letter. How long ago was it written? So this is where you should write the date in the letter. Well, you can look in your, it's blurry here, but you should have your own books out so that way you can follow along. And you'll see it says the 5th of September 1980. So that was 41 years ago. What do you think is in the letter? So pause the video and make your prediction and then keep going. Okay, so now let's read the letter to find out. Greenhill Primary School, 5th of September, 1980. To the finder of this time capsule. Hello from the past. My name is Sandra Jones and I'm 11 years old. This letter was buried in a time capsule by my class in the school playground in 1980. Life in 1980 is good fun. I go to school from 9 o'clock to 3:30, and after school, I play outside with my friends. I love riding my BMX bike and playing an amazing new puzzle called the Rubik's Cube. I also like listening to my music cassettes, playing arcade games, and going to the cinema. My favorite possession is my digital watch. It looks really modern, and you can use it as a calculator too. Do they still exist in your time? I imagine that life will be very different in the future. I think that robots will work in factories and children will use computers in school. I also think that people will have holidays in space. Am I right? Finally, I've got some wishes for the future. I hope that there aren't any wars and that there are new cures for diseases in your time. Good luck in the future, Sandra Jones. So now we're going to go to the next page, page 67, and look at the parts of the letter. So you see at the top right corner, you have the address and the date. So 6 High Street, Oxford, 9th of September, 2017. Because this is a different letter. This is from a different time capsule. So we're going to read this one too. Now the greeting says, to the finder of this time capsule. And then and hello from the past. Okay, that's a greeting also. My name is Tom Stanley and I'm 12 years old. This letter comes from a time capsule buried in my garden in 2017. And then the next 1, 2, 3 paragraphs are what we call the body paragraphs. So the first one was, it had a greeting and it had an introduction. That's the job, the role of the first paragraph. To greet and to introduce what is he writing about. Well, this is who I am, and this letter is being written because it's part of a time capsule. So it's the whole idea in one sentence, okay? And then the next 3 paragraphs are the body. So life in 2017 is great. I go to school from 9 o'clock to 4 o'clock, and then I usually do my homework or go to football training. I'm mad about football. In my free time, I love reading comic books and listening to music too. My favorite possession is my MP3 player. Do they still exist in your time? I imagine that life will be very different in the future. I think that there will be solar-powered mobile phones and that people will watch zero-gravity games in big stadiums. Am I right? Finally, I've got some wishes for the future. I hope that there are more jobs and that there are houses for everyone. Good luck in the future. Now that part is the closing message. Good luck in the future. And the signature, Tom Stanley. So now we have some questions about a text. So where do you write the address and date? Pause and answer. Okay, the address and date you write in the top right corner. How many paragraphs are in the body of this letter? Pause and answer. 3 in this letter, but it doesn't always have to be 3. It depends on what you're writing about and how long you need to explain what you're writing about. Maybe it's only 2, maybe it's a really long letter, maybe you're writing 7. Now, how does the writer finish the letter? Pause. So they finished the letter by wishing him good luck in the future. Now let's look at what a paragraph is. So it says a paragraph is a group of sentences in a piece of writing. Each paragraph introduces new information or a new point of view. Remember that when we begin a paragraph, we need to start writing on a new line. So this is about organization, okay? If you are reading a text and it's just one big long paragraph for pages and pages, you might be a little confused because it doesn't really have a good structure. Plus, it will be hard. You'll have to stop reading at some point and come back to it and you'll be like, where did I stop reading? I don't know. So each time you have a new idea, you should be writing a new paragraph each time you're writing about something else. So that has to do with point number 4. Look at the letters again. Which information appears in each paragraph? So let's go back to the first letter. The first paragraph, the hello from the past. Pause and answer. What's this one about? Okay, so this one includes a greeting and an introduction. It's introducing, the greeting is hello from the past, and she's introducing who she is and what the letter's for. Well, the letter's for a time capsule. Okay, what's the second paragraph about? Pause and answer. Okay, this one is about her life in 1980 because someone will open the letter, open the time capsule, open the letter later, and they'll be able to learn about life in 1980, or maybe she will open it. Sometimes time capsules, the same people open them, and sometimes different people find them. So if she's opening it, well, maybe she waited 30 years to open it. This will be a reminder for her what her life was like in 1980. And so she's talking about what a day in the life of her life is like and what she likes to do. And then she just closes with a question. Do they exist in your time too? But she's still talking in this paragraph about her life. The third paragraph, what's it about? Pause and answer. Okay, so it's about what she thinks life will be like in the future. It's a fun thing to think about, right? Okay, what's the last paragraph about? Pause and answer. Okay, so this one is about her wishes for the future. Now let's move on to the second letter and do the same thing. So we're on page 67 again. And okay, the first paragraph, what's it about? Pause and answer. It's the same as the first one. It's like a greeting and an introduction. So it looks like this one follows the same format, I think. So the second paragraph is about life in 2017. The third one is about what they think life will be like in the future. And the last one is about their wishes for the future. So you can see each of these are completely different ideas. That's why they're in different paragraphs. So now we're going to look at your activity book. Open it to page 63. So do activity 1. Read the letter and order the information. We have the writer's signature, the address and the date, their predictions for the future, a description of the writer's daily life, a greeting to the reader, an introduction to the time capsule, their closing message, and their wishes for the future. So pause and then we'll go over the answers. Okay, so number 1, they filled out for us the address and the date. Number 2 is a greeting to the reader. So I think they both said, yes, hello from the past. Number 3, an introduction to the time capsule. What is this time capsule about? When was it buried? How old were they? Where was it buried? Number 4, a description of the writer's daily life. Number 5, the writer's predictions for the future. Number 6, their wishes for the future. And number 7, the closing message, the good luck in the future, they both wrote. And number 8 is their signature. Okay. So now your task, your job, is to plan and write a letter. So look on page 64 in the activity book, and you can do this with a partner or by yourself. It asks you some questions, and this is just imaginary. You don't actually have to make a time capsule, but maybe you can if you want. Ask your parents before you dig a big hole in the yard. But so where is your time capsule buried? A greeting, your daily routines, your favorite possessions, your predictions for the future, your wishes for the future, and a closing message. Remember, whatever you're writing, it's always important to plan it out first. And then write your letter in your notebook using your plan to help you. And remember to organize the information in paragraphs. Each paragraph is a different idea. And then do activity 4. So it's good to go over your work with a partner because sometimes maybe they will see a mistake that you did not notice. So check your work, look at this checklist and put a tick if you got it. So make sure you have all these things in the list. Okay, I look forward to reading your letters and have fun with it. Be creative. All right, bye.